I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Don't nothing annoy me more than somebody who is religious, but man, they are some hypocritical creatures, man. And that is why today we in for it, man. We exposing all these overly religion people, all these church people who are hypocrites. We got to talk about this because God is real. Jesus is king. You hear what I'm saying? And the fact that these folks and how they are moving on the internet and in this world just baffles my whole entire mind. So today we're going to be talking about some God. We're going to be talking about some social media and God. We're going to be talking about some rap and God. All these new Christian rappers. We talking about it all. Shout out to D1 who inspired me to even get starting to talk about this hypocrisy in this music industry, especially pertaining to Christian rappers. We about to get it in, but first, bring in the intro.
Took the roof off, no ceilings, gotta know. Took my heart out, no feelings, gotta know. Took the brakes off, no limits. Now I got the ball, I'ma travel, no pivot. Listen, tell me how you feel, cause I ain't got forever. Pick a side, run with God or hide with the devil. No example how to live, me myself a rebel. Been missing pieces to the...
So that was a slight introduction, but I'm telling you, stick around here for about 35 minutes and let me just spill what's on my mind to y'all. So that way we can really learn something today, man. Cause I get on here a lot and I've been trying to improve this show, improve this program to make it as educational and entertaining as possible. But sometimes you just got to get down to it, man. So let's get into the area of improvement. So guys, listen, your spiritual well-being, it is one of the 33 hallmarks of the created players. It's on the rating chart. Now, you got to decide whether you're going to be nothing. That means you're just an atheist. You don't believe in nothing, which even if you're an atheist, you believe in something. But if you fill out one bubble, hey, that's average. That's average. Hey, that's the lukewarm people. Well, yeah, I believe in God, but I go to church, Easter. These is the one bubblers. Oh, I go to church. Yeah. I say a prayer every now and then. 11:37. I'm sorry. But I pray AM, PM, and I tell my family to pray with me at 11:37 every day. I don't care who I'm around or what I'm doing. I pray because I got so low into a point where I realized, what am I doing wrong? And it's like, oh, you're not praying. You think you got this thing figured out? You think because you hanging out with this dude, because you doing this, you doing that you ain't got to pray no more? Nah, don't ever give up the or give up the idea of power in prayer. Power in prayer is important and it is extremely necessary, man. Hope, faith, and all that stuff. A lot of people look at these words and they just don't care too much about them. Not us creative players, man. Because I know believing in nothing is believing in something. Just how they say no reaction is a reaction. No opinion is an opinion. You ain't got nothing to say? Okay, we're going to remember that. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Because, oh my gosh, it's so annoying, man. It's so annoying. But let's go ahead and get into it. Tell y'all one of my favorite segments of the show. And it's called Shut Up, Ronnie. I got a question for y'all. Does God want us to be rich? Like rich. I can understand, wealthy, abundant, but as far as we were introduced to being rich and famous, does God really want us to be rich and famous? And I think about that. I'm like, I'm sure he wants us to be, be credible, want to give us some notoriety about things that we operate in and what we do. But as far as, what this world knows as rich and famous, I don't see how you can remain completely pure and be wanting that. Like, because I look at it from a musician standpoint, right? I want to be on stage with 10,000 fans screaming my name. You feel what I'm saying? We know music brings energy and brings all that stuff, but I just want to be on stage and everybody looking and being like, yo, girls passing out, you getting praised, and you see what I'm saying? Like, does God really want that? Does God really want us to be rich and famous? Now, have enough to get by, have enough to do what we want to do, to be comfortable and all that, because money isn't real. It's not real. It was a man-made thing. And they tell you all the time, you can't be of God and of this world. You got to pick one. If money is of this world and this is your main thing that you doing, everything you doing for money and fame, man-made things, and you're using God to do it, is it right or is it wrong? I'm confused, this is why I never felt right about being a rapper and every verse and every song just saying God, 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 Jesus, 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 this, that's it, knowing that I'm trying to be a rapper. I fell in love with what a rapper was and what it does and how people look up to a rapper, how people praise rappers, R&B singers, and all. Like, you see this, you like, oh, pop stars. I want to be like that. I want to be celebrated. I want to be the most powerful person, but damn near in this world. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's scary to me that we actually put on this front as if we not using it's almost like you're using God to get rich and famous. Now, we'll get into that a little bit later, but that's where I'm coming from. When I heard D1 say that, he said a lot of people are using God, just to to get what they want to get. And it's not really to give the glory all to God. Who is out here investing all their money, doing all this practicing, doing all this stuff, finding the beats, the cadence, buying the Pro Tools, uploading it, paying for the video, doing all this stuff to get all of what to give to God? Say, hey, I give it to God. Bro, how? How are you going to give it to God? God don't want the money or the fame. He don't. It's crazy to me, man. But we'll get off of that, man. We'll get off of that for right now because I'll be back to revisit that. But let's talk about what I was saying. God won't save you. That popped up in my head. Now, God saves. Jesus saves, miracles, all that. But what I'm saying is, if you're not going to do the work, God will not save you. This is for my church people. You cannot be sitting up in that church knowing that when you leave that church, you are going to revert back to all your bad habits that you have always had that's gotten you to the position that you are right now. You're not about to sit there and tell me that you're just going to pray to God and God just going to, help you out with that. Like, he's just going, hey, you've been eating Doritos and Fritos and Cheetos from morning to sleep. Dog, you telling me God supposed to sweep in and help you lose 150 pounds? When you obese, you overweight, gluttony, that's a sin too. Too much of anything is bad for you. So we're not finna act like just because you praying and you not sinning as much as the other person might be sinning that you better and that God is just gonna come. It don't work that way. That's why I say God will not save you like that. Now, if you out here trying, you out here really looking for help and you really you really are trying to improve your life and you really like, God, just show me how, Yo, he gonna help you. He'll be there. He's been there for me. I know he'll be there for you. That's the promise. That's the promise of God. And I know I'm talking a lot about God because I just started trying to complete again the Bible in a year. So I'm caught up with that and I'm like, let's go. I'm going to finish this Bible in a year. I'm going to read this word because it's history. It's the more older I get and the more I read the Bible, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, This is like my eyes light up because it's something to talk about. And then when you were relating the word and the scripture to reality and this world and everyday life, you see like, hold up. You're like, hold on. If he said this, you'll be thinking things and then you're just starting to put pieces together, draw a line like, oh. I'm telling you, I love it, but the light is so bright. I'm putting my glasses back on. I absolutely love it, man. I absolutely love reading. And every time I call my mom, hey, mom, what's this mean? So what did he mean with this? I'll be trying to get her on some stuff. So why is this? Because that would mean this. And she'll break it down, be like, Ronnie, I'm glad you're reading now. And I'm glad you're asking the right questions. I am somebody to ask a lot of questions, especially when it comes to God and existence. I remember, I tell y'all this all the time, playing the Sims and thinking like, hold on, what if somebody's controlling me right now? What if I'm that little Sim that somebody's saying, do this, do that, and then I learned about death and hell and the lake of fire and all, and I'm at 10, 11, I am terrified. I'm sleeping with my mom a couple days. Now, for the next 2-3 days, Mom, I think I'm gonna just sit in here and lay in this bed and go to sleep in here. I feel safe in here, you know? And I just can't imagine people that didn't grow up with a guardian or a parent or an aunt or somebody close to them that showed them and told them about God, the word of God, the power of God, all of that. And I took it for granted. Happen to go Wednesdays, having to go on Sundays, be there, wait to the end because your mom run the church, it's her church. Then you got to help out. You got to go, you might get a random call on the weekend. Hey, we got some new pews. We need you to carry them. It's just stuff you got to do when you were in this church fam. And yeah, it'll drive a lot of people away because they just lazy. Now you got social media, Instagram, Facebook, you got this, that. It's just too much going on. Don't nobody want to sit still and really hone in on what Christ is and what's required of it, and required of the church. And we'll get to the church because the church got its own problems right now. It's a lot going on. It's a man first woman churches. It's women and women churches, lesbian church, like pastors. It's too much. So my question is like, what other religion is playing like this? Can this go down in Islam? Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Yeah. But then I start asking, does these same things go down over here with this religion and that religion and that? Or is Christianity the only one that they feel like they can move around in and do what they do, right? So it's just a lot. It's a lot to think about, to talk about, especially when you're looking at other religions and what they frown upon and what they would never let happen, and opposed to what Christianity is letting happen. Even though I believe, Christ is king. I believe that. So I'm like, why is Christians always getting attacked? Why is it Christians always getting mocked? Why is the people always trying to stretch and bend the rules under Christianity? Like, what is this? Now, I know it might be the most popular, but come on now. Like, come on, let's nothing wrong with being traditional. There's nothing wrong with keeping things how they were when it was. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's just the point of the game. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Leave it alone. Don't force this. Don't do too much. Just leave it alone. Follow the rules. If you believe, you believe. Don't come in, add your sauce to it, and then try to call it the original thing. No, it's something completely different now. I'm sorry to tell y'all that, but it's something completely different now. You feel me? And that's another thing. Like, so I'm talking about this God and social media. It just trips me out, man. It absolutely fries my brain because I'm like, the way people act, like, because I believe online presence is different from in life presence. The way people act online now is how I judge them. I act how you judge, not when you see me and you out. Oh, what's up, fam? What's up, this? Oh, what up, bro? What up? Nah, nigga. Nah, I'm sorry, but nigga, you be posted up. They see it. They see it all. They don't like, listen, I done been on both sides of it. I done been on the side of, oh, I'm just going to rap. I'm going to be raw. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Then I'm like, hold on, let me get more positive. Let's stop cussing. Let's story tell. Let's talk more about God. Let's tell these folks who I am, where I come from, who my mom is. And them same folks that be on that other side, they'll watch it and they won't respond. They won't say nothing to it. Why? Because how they really feel inside is not of God. It's really not. I'd be like, bro, that's jealousy. That's envious. If you see anybody who you think is a sinner or not living right, and you see them, turning a new leaf, being a better person, cussing less, more charity, you see them changing in their actions, and you still, because you think you a better Christian, you don't show them no love. But then you want to still act like everything cool and everything chill. Nah, bro. We see through that. Look at some of these pastors, man. I done have my, man. I done dealt with some pastors, man, who, everything looks right. But once you see how they deal with people and how they compare and try to compete and do all, man, I be like, dog, that's why it's the way it is. That's why your stuff, your ministry, and that's why the way it is. That's why. Because the person, it's not about the message and what you portray and what you try to make people believe on social media with God. Nah, it's the person, bro. You might love God. You might be great. You might be a great pastor. You might be a great but you're a hater. You're an envious person at heart from somebody who's better than you. And you're secretly hoping that they fail. You're secretly hoping something goes wrong. That's not of God. That's why you are where you are. I love it. That's why you are where you are. Because you got that devil in you. That's what it really is. Yeah, you got a lot of God in you, a lot of Jesus, a lot of faith, a lot of Christ. Man, you might be able to save some people out here, but guess what? You got that demon inside of you too. Don't think Christian people cannot be walking around with demons. They got them. Oh, especially when it comes to social media, especially when it comes to this clout, especially they call it calling, but nah, it's the clout. That's what you want. That's what you really want. That's what you're really looking for. We get it, but you know what? Before we go too far, let's go ahead and get in and knock it off in 1 second. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. This is one of my favorite segments, by the way. Knock it off. And shout out Nip Hustle. You know, that boy birthday was like the 15th or something. Shout out my mom's birthday on the 16th. You dig? A lot of people, I've been getting a lot of Nipsey comparisons lately. I'm like, yo, he did not have dreads like I had, for one. I feel like, okay, I was watching one of his interviews and I kind of sounded like him. I was like, okay, I see what they saying. But as far as looking like him, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I think I'm probably from my roots trace back to Ethiopia or something. I bet they do. You know, the most beautiful people come from Ethiopia. That's why I say I'm probably from there. Probably from there. Yeah. Probably from there. Hold on. But yeah, this rap for God. That's why I got to tell folks, knock it off, bro. Knock it off. Shout out D1 for even saying it, bro. People acting like it's they calling, knowing you're doing this for clout. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nobody picks up a pen, buys us a microphone, learn your Pro Tools, start recording themselves and say, I'm only doing this for God. Knock it off. Come on.
Knock it off.
Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off.
Knock it off. Y'all like that? Y'all like my new?
Created Players.
Yeah, y'all gotta like it, man.
Created Players podcast.
Yeah. But for real, I'm not lying. And I apologize if it's going to be jittery because my computer, for some reason, is freezing. It's probably due to the Stream Deck going in and out, but I'll probably try not to touch it as much. But yeah, nobody is out here doing all that, spending all their money, and just being like, I'm just doing this I'm going to create a hit single, a brand new hit single, a banger, and it's all going to be for God. All the glory. That's a lie in itself. You telling me you created something and you don't want credit for it? You want to give all the glory to God? Now, he may be the reason for you to create the song and inspire, but you're going to sit here and tell me with a straight face, bro, that you're not doing this for yourself, that you don't want the clout, that you don't want all these people screaming your name on stage, buying your t-shirts, you singing your songs while you bringing in the big bucks, buying whatever you want, doing all, because here's the thing. If you really wanted to just be all about God, go preach in the street. Go sing to some people walking down the street. Go rap for them walking down the street. If this is really solely all about, that's why he said all these, it's a lot of Christian rappers popping up now acting like this, like they just live for God. When I know for a fact, these boys, they look like they do a song and go and smoke a blunt. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not judging them. I'm just saying, don't be on social media acting like you perfect. You're not. You can be envious. You can be jealous. You can want the clout. You can want the fame. You can want to be rich. That's what I'm saying. I'd be like, how are you a Christian artist and you've been one, and then you go and get a tattoo in 2025? How is that possible? Let's just say you started last year and you not like, why? What? You telling me now you got tattoos and then you wearing a chain and you doing everything that embodies a hip hop rapper, pop star. I'm sorry. I don't believe you. I don't. Not unless you're going to keep it real. Like, you know what? Yeah, I do. I want to be rich, famous, and be paid. And hey, if I can give glory to God along the way, I'm going to do it. But for the most part, you know, it's me as an artist. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said I could never come out and be like, oh, I'm a Christian rapper. Because I'm a product of hip hop. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like what a lot of people did is they fell in love with hip hop and rappers. Chains, gold music, the women, the clothes, the money, the lifestyle. They fell in love with all that. But they said, you know what? I gotta clean it. I gotta whitewash. I gotta clean this up because to the church, it might look bad. So you know what? I'm gonna do all that, but I'm gonna say God. I'm gonna rap God and Christianity. Man, these kids, man. But yeah, that's what I truly feel. That's what I truly feel. Everybody said, me, man, what I look, bro, I know what I want. You know, but now I've gotten to the point where I'm like, man, I see rap for what it is. I don't want everybody in my business. I don't got to be the most famous person. Don't even want to be no more. I don't even have those aspirations to be the biggest, the most famous, the richest. And I don't care about none of that. I care about peace. I care about happiness. I care about my family. And I really care about the creative players. I care about every single one of y'all that actually want to level up. That's why that's one of the 33 hallmarks, man. Your spiritual well-being. I need y'all to believe in God. I need y'all to believe in yourselves too. Then I need you to extend that faith over to the people that's around you and that you're working with. So that way, y'all, whatever you're trying to do, you can be successful at. Because you got to learn to trust people. Got to learn to forgive people as well. Like, I would say, man, I remember like 2020 pandemic. I was seeing so much other people's success and all that. I would get so jealous, so mad. And I'd be like, all right. But it did fuel me to go harder, to get more creative, to get, you know what I mean? And it was a blessing for me because I'm like, okay, it's just been a domino effect of things that happen and realizations now that I'm like, but yeah, extend that over to, you know what I mean? You gotta express yourself. Artistic expression, all that, man. But I do feel like a lot of it do be, y'all be playing with God, man. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. Knock it off, man. Come on.
Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off.
A lot of the time, that's what I get. Y'all are playing with the man, bro. I be seeing like, you gonna take a song from Luke Nasty or Luke Doo-Doo Brown and you gonna remix it and put God all over it. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. That music was created. We know it carries energy from the beat to the like everything the song's about. And you taking that. What if somebody took Kirk Franklin's Stomp and made it into a smoke? Wiz Khalifa said, and got the victory. Hey, smoke. Put your hand together. Smoke. Come on, man. You see what I'm saying? Christians would feel offended by that. So I feel like people in rap and hip hop maybe not should feel offended, but they should be like, hold on. You gonna look down on rappers and people who, and R&B people who make this secular music, right? You gonna look down on them, but then you also gonna be the one to take their beat, remix. So you a mosquito now. You a bloodsucker. You gonna land on their stuff, take everything out of them, then go over here and use it for your own personal gain, and then act like those people are so bad. I don't agree with that. No.
Knock it off. Knock it off.
No, sirree. That's why I'd be like, you got to watch these folks, man. Because they act like they don't want the same things as you want. They don't want the same thing as the rapper want. They don't want the same thing as they do. Rich and famous. They wish they could be it. They want to be it. As soon as they could be it, they will be it. Trust me. No question do they love God. Absolutely. I'm sure they do. But man, I think they love money and fame more. I think so. Sorry to tell you, but I think so. And I'll be like, at the end of the day, this stuff be art. If I make a horror film, I'm not a demonic person. I'm just somebody who had a direct for a script, a screenwriting, or you know what I mean? Like I'm executing, I'm doing my job. Yeah, it's art, it's expressive and all that, but just because somebody raps a certain way or a certain song, that's the thing. It do just be music sometimes. It don't be that deep as y'all be thinking it. It don't even be that deep. You feel me? It don't even be that deep. But then you leave it to some people, they gonna look at it and be like, oh, he said that on the song? He rapped this on the song? Oh, he don't believe in God. He ain't living right. Nigga, a lot of people in the church ain't living right. It's pastors. Gay pastors with a first woman or a first man that is the same gender as them, and they ain't living right. But what I'm talking about is what's the problem with the whole church. It extends over to social media and the music and the movies and the activity. People, oh, that's not of God. That's not of God. So what are you? Didn't he say you couldn't judge? Now you judging. Now you talking. Now you gossiping behind these folks back to somebody. You're not supposed to gossip. You're not supposed. You leave that to the weenies, to the little scallywag. Whatever. Y'all let them go. I don't gotta gossip. I see it. I catch it all, man. You're not gonna play me when it comes to God, man. Listen, come on, man. I know I'm connected, dog. I know I'm connected because I'm a real one, man. I live my life out for. I ain't hiding nothing. I might be praying for you one minute, and then you might get cussed out the next. And then the next minute after that, I'm asking God for forgiveness. And I tell him I'm going to try my best to do better. But man, like I tell my mom, these folks going to make it. I got to cuss at this. Like they done did. I got to now. I got to say it's like, yeah. Why folks see the podcast like, oh, like me, myself, y'all have heard my music, bro. I just last 2 weeks or a week before, man, I just dropped a whole verse. Nothing but straight bars. And guess what? No cussing, all positive, including my faith in it, my 16 and all that stuff. And then the folks who always in the church, I was looking on Facebook, had all these views. And I said, look at these folks, my friend, always in the church, acting like they so holy and all that, knowing what we know. Y'all not married and you got kids. So let's not judge, baby. Let's not judge. Just because you singing don't mean nothing. Just because you in the choir don't mean nothing. We see you on social media hating, ignoring, acting like you don't. I see that I see it, and you still don't like it. Because in their head, they probably thinking, oh, well, I seen him on a video cussing 6 months ago. Or, oh, he used to make that music. He had that big booty girl in his video or something. Like, yo, people grow. Would there be any more big booty? No, probably not. Why? Because I've grown even more in my faith, and I've grown even more. So I'm like, nah, ain't no use for it. I don't need to. I make movie music. I make situational music. I make inspiring music. That's what I do. And I try my best not to cuss. I talk about myself, my life, who I am. I am the son of an apostle. I am the son of a teacher. So I'm going to teach and I'm going to talk that God stuff because that's what's instilled in me. Ain't nothing about that fugazi. The way I believe in God, man, listen, dog. You listen. We can get controversial, but I ain't even gonna take it there because I don't think we got the time. What did it say? 18 minutes, 19? Yeah. Now I done locked my kids up so they can't bother me. Now we flowing through this thing. But you know what? We spent too much time and knock it off. Let's go ahead and go to another honest opinion. What is wrong with the church? Please tell me what's wrong with the church. Why are the men leaving? Why is it? Because I'm going to tell you why. From what I heard, a lot of people complain and say it's like a woman's convention. You know, it's not even like church. Like some people have expressed that it feel like a feminist type of vibe, a bunch of feminists. And you know what I mean? So that tells me y'all got to stop bashing these men in that pulpit. Y'all got to stop that. Y'all got to promote family. Y'all got to promote marriage. Y'all got to promote, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we really need. We don't need all this comparison stuff and the pointing the finger and blaming. It's not going to get us nowhere. Like, come on. And it's crazy because you'll see pastors like TD Jakes pulling up the P. Diddy parties and stuff and doing all this. And I know I'm from West Virginia. I know a little bit about TD Jakes. Man, I won't say no more, but I know a little bit about TD Jakes. Yeah. I know a little bit. Know a lot of it. Proof. You feel me? But you go look at this man's church. Lines around the block to come, right? Porterhouse, come on. Lines around the block to come. Donations. Y'all ain't questioning the right thing. Then what happened when that man came out and said what happened with TD Jakes? TD Jakes denied it and faked a heart attack. Said, I need that sympathy. Y'all stop it. Knock it off.
Knock it off.
Knock it off. I need that sympathy, brother. I don't need none of that. You feel what I'm saying? I need that sympathy, brother. Yeah. How you at Diddy's house? How you getting called out saying that you was sexually doing? How these folks can tell the whole story of how it happened? Come on, man. Something ain't right. Something ain't right, dog.
It don't look like it.
I'm telling you, I be knowing, bro. You can't get nothing past me, dog. Yeah. But yeah, but another honest opinion, man, a lot of people do look down on a lot of people and discredit them because they might smoke. You know?
You what?
Yeah, they might smoke, bro. They might eat a lot. Who knows? You know, they got spending problems. Like, who knows, man? Who knows, bro? But we equate that, and it's like, if I see you smoking or I see you drinking, you ain't a Christian. You ain't this, you ain't that. But it's like, whoa, ain't you supposed to be that person? Ain't you supposed to embody and embrace sinners? To go congregate with them and try to show them how, like, bro, I'm just like you. I'm just choosing to do something. Where's the love? What happened? What happened? Why are we so judgmental now? Why are the Christians so judgmental? I need to know. I got to know. I need to know. Why are we so judgmental? And then when all the judgment is right in front of your face where you need to really be judging, you choose to ignore it. You choose to say nothing. You choose to, hey, that's the pastor. I ain't gonna say nothing. That's this. I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. And then y'all got the nerve. Y'all would talk about the pastor. Y'all and then go sit in the pews and listen to him preaching. Hey, man, and do, bruh, I'm sick of the fake stuff. I think that's what's happening. Things have just gotten so animated and political that y'all don't even care about the truth. And maybe that's the way it's always been, but just answer this. If you seen your pastor do something wrong, terrible, would you tell the whole church about it? Or would you forget and be like, oh, that's pastor. We got to protect this. We got to da. Like, that's what I'm saying. That way I look at the preachers and the pastors and I be like, y'all not perfect, bro. You're not. So all this judging or whatever, like, bruh, stop it. Cause you got your stuff going on too. You get jealous, envious, you start hating, you start gossiping, y'all start doing it too. You do the same exact thing. Knock it off. But it is just another honest opinion. You feel me? Like, knock it off, man. You're not fooling nobody. You're not. Sorry to tell you, but I see that. I see all through that, dog. I see all through it. And I tell you the truth, I try to be the best I can be. And I'm gonna mess up a lot. But right now I'm on my 33 day. 33 Jesus year. Yeah, 33. Hey, I'm stopping the smoking because usually if I smoke, you know, it's because I'm like, all right, I'm stuck, I'm bored, I don't know what to do, I'm lost, I ain't got no ideas, no creativity, you know what I mean? And yeah, I probably should pray, I probably should do it, but sometimes I'll be like, you know what, let me hit something. Hit one and I'll be gone I'll be not gone, but you know, I'll be up there for a couple hours. And next thing you know, ideas, things just coming. I mean, from inventions, music, song ideas, a hook might come to my mind. A podcast I'll see one little thing and I can I'll hear one thing and I can break that down to 30, 35 minutes. That's how good I'm getting at this stuff. You know, God turned water to wine. He said, don't be a drunkard. Okay, you want a glass of wine? Have a glass of wine. Calm down. Have a glass of wine. You know, and I don't want to be told like, oh, you're less of a Christian. Man, come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. When we getting into these types of waters, this is where the conversation has gone too far. Now you're at the point where you are too religious. You think you can determine my eternity. That's crazy to me. Some of the biggest hypocrites ever will come from that church. But some of the most prophetic and blessed people also will come from it too. And they said in these last days, boy, it's gonna be tough to tell because they're gonna be coming out left and right. Hey, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I'm gonna tell you who I am. I'm gonna tell you what I believe. And once I get done reading that Bible, I'm gonna tell you even more about how the Bible relates to this current life. And I'm gonna be using that as my similes and metaphors to prove my points and my examples and my analogies. And y'all gonna hate me for it because I'm like, boy, once I start reading, the game is pretty much over. Yeah. Y'all know how creative I am. All I gotta do is increase that knowledge because the mouthpiece work. You feel me? The image is getting there, right? So the mouthpiece, the image, all I need is the knowledge, the understanding, and the discipline and the discernment. And it is over with, bro. And guess what? I'll probably never touch a pulpit. I'm going to be in the streets. I'm going to be on this podcast. I'm going to be from anybody around. Hey, what God, bro? You got to check your relationship with God. You got to talk to him. You got to figure it out. He's the only one that can really, truly help you. I can give you. You poor? Okay, I could give you $1 million, bro. There you go. What you gonna do now? If you ain't right with God, bro, you'll lose that million. Anyway, it can happen. I don't know how it can, but you don't think God could take away $1 million for somebody? Okay, ask Shannon Sharp that. Yeah.
Knock it off.
Yeah. Shannon Sharp.
New game.
New game. It's a new game for Shannon Sharp. Was damn near game over. But now he got a new game. You feel me? Yeah. And once again, I want to say this is the only real Creative Players podcast. It's one more out there really doing some terrible imitation, man. Just said, you know what? We're going to call ourselves the Creative Players. They call them the Players. Like, come on, man, knock it off, bro. That cease and desist will be there once I get my certificate for my trademark, it's over with. But Creative Players, man, all I want y'all to do is you gotta at least get to that second bubble. That third bubble is great, and I'm about to tell y'all who got that third bubble. But if you were in the no bubble or the first bubble, that's slow. When it comes to your faith, who you believe in, who you put your eternity into, that gotta be 2 or 3. 2, because you feel like you can get better. 3, because you know, hey, I know I can talk to God right now. I could tell him, show me something. And I used to be like that. I used to be like, God, I need you to show me something. Right now, I need you I'm on my way to work, this, that, God. I'm believing so hard. I used to really think and it was a point in time where I was really connected with the universe. I could tell, I could be like, man, watch somebody call me or something. Boom, talk them up, they'll call me. I remember we was down bad in 2020 and money just kept coming. I'm talking about checking the mail. It blew my wife's mind. She was like, how is this happening? How are you getting money right now? You're terrible. Your car, you about to lose your car. Like, yo, how did you just get a $600 check in the mail? From where? Oh, it's this settlement over here or something. I'm like, when I tell you right on time, God is always right on time, man. Right on time, man. If you just push your faith, you got to get out there and believe yourself. You got to get out there and put yourself out. That's how I always moved. Be like, oh, how are we going to get in this building? Don't worry about how. Let's just get ready and go. And God will get us in there. I promise you. And every single time we've gotten in, unless it was somewhere we really didn't need to be, we've always got in concerts, clubs, the meet opportunity. You see what I'm saying? Networking thing. Like we've always, oh, there's the opening. Hold on, God gonna show us that. Boom, there you go. Let's go. Follow me. Don't even look at them. They say something, just don't even look at them. Just keep walking. Boom. Just like that. Just like that. And I give stuff like that all to God. I mean, I walked all up in Charlamagne podcast, Black Effect Podcast Summit or whatever, man. All the way in the back. Come on, man. I'm with all the stars. $1 million worth of game. I remember I seen Finesse out there. Free Finesse, by the way. Finesse talking about, bro, how did you get in here? I said, like, I looked at him like, nigga, do you know who I am? Do you know why? Like, bro, this is what I do. Do I not look like I'm supposed to be here? Am I not moving like it? I got the mouthpiece. That's what I'm saying. All you got to have is the faith. Work on your skills. Work on your presentation, your image, the way you speak. And God gonna do the rest. Get there. That's the thing I'm telling y'all. Get there. As long as y'all get there, y'all got a chance. But if you don't even get there, exit out. Don't worry about it. You won't even go. You too scared to even get up and go and inquire about this. You won't even go get denied. You ain't even gonna show up. That type of person you are, I'm not that type of person. I don't even need the invitation. As long as I hear about the event, I will be attending until otherwise, until I am evicted from the property or I am trespassing. I will be in the building. Same thing with T.I. They said T.I. having a party tonight. Where? At his house? I'm a real estate agent. Let me hop online, find out where he lives. Boom, 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 boom. Figured it out through the back way. That's his house. Got the address, put my suit on, and within 30, 35 minutes, I was on the road. In another 35 minutes, here I am, parking and walking into T.I.'s house. Talking about how much I owe y'all for this picture. They like, what? Like, it's free. I was like, dang, you know what? This is T.I. Of course they wouldn't be charging for nothing. Of course they wouldn't. The liquor, the food, the photos, nothing. Met French Montana there. I don't need to brag, man. It was a beautiful thing. Go look on my Instagram if you want to see more. But yeah, that's how we getting down, man. But yeah, I'm loving this episode, man. And this ain't the first time we're going to talk about it. We'll come back to it because there's a lot more stuff on here I'm not mentioning just due to it because I see we have 30 minutes, almost 30 minutes. So yeah, I want to keep the episodes 35, 40 minutes. We don't have to go to that whole hour because I would really like to be interviewing somebody and be talking about some things for that. But yeah, another honest opinion. Let me make sure. Yeah. We can always talk about the church and we'll get into that with other guests. But yep, let's get into it. Who is getting the Creative Player Award today? Mama. Now, I gave it to my dad. I forgot exactly what we was covering, man. But and it might have been family or something. But I'm got to give it to my mom when it comes to spiritual well-being. I have pressed my mom on so many things. I always used to get in trouble, and she never as mad as I've made her, I've pretty much the worst thing she's ever probably said is nigga. Literally got so mad and she just nigga. Like, I'm like, oh, gotcha, mom. Like, it was a gotcha moment when I finally heard her say that, But the woman she is now, I just want to congratulate her. I love my mom so much. She is very smart and extremely holy. And I mean, you can't get her to sip some wine. You can't, man. She ain't pulling up to no functions where they acting up. And that's the type of presence my mom got. When she walks in, people change how they act. People change what they do. You might be the biggest Snoop Dogg. You could be the biggest pothead in the world. But if my mom walked in the room and you seen her, oh, put that out. That's a lady. That's a lady. Put that out. That's a woman of God. Put that out. Hey, if you're going to do that, go around the corner and do it. Don't nobody even want to sit nothing in front of her. Don't even want to smoke nothing in front of her. That's the type of presence she got. Because they know she ain't no hypocrite. She will talk to you about God all day long. Stop what she doing. Pray for you. Been in the community. Got 2 churches. Travel here to speak. Travel there. This is not the one you want to play with. But for me, I look at that like, let's read this Bible. I'm calling my, hey, mom, so what about this? How about this? Does this mean sense? So what does this mean? And that she could just tell you. I've even tried to stump her on some Bible questions. Sure enough, that she turn it around and crush me. Like, it's over with. I make no sense after that. Like, oh, that's what that means. That's what that, all the books, all the years, all the studying, it's a blessing to actually know somebody that knows the gospel, knows the word, studies the word, practices the word, executes the word consistently, year after year, week after week, day after day. That is different. That deserves an applause. That type of, listen, if my mom can't make it to heaven, bro, ain't no heaven. I'm gonna tell you that right now. My mom can't get it, ain't no heaven, bro. Listen. I hear what I'm saying, and I'm telling you that. That's why I'm saying, holy, fearful of God, not afraid of death, knows for a fact, like cries because she wants to know that her kids is gonna be in heaven. She's like, man, I'm gonna do my best I can, but I really hope I see y'all there. Like, she knows she going. To have that type of understanding and knowing you going to, like, I'm like, hold on, did he send you a message or something? Did you get an email that said you was accepted? Like, how do you, like, knows she's going. And she's not going to mess that up for nothing. She going to make her mistakes here and there, do that. But for the most part, listen, Listen, I don't know. I'm not saying she perfect at all, but I'm saying if you have a conversation, you cannot stump my mom when it comes to this gospel, when it comes to that Bible, when it comes to God, when it comes to Christ. You can't do it. She gonna hit you with a lot of words that you better be ready to talk about. That you better be the scriptures. You better know. I done read around the scripture. You heard about this, Mom? Oh yeah, that's because blah 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 blah. I'm like, what? Like, how do you know all this? Like, really? Like, yeah. And I love those conversations because me and her go back and forth. And she know who I am. I am a debater at heart. I like to debate. I like to get my point across and look at things from another view. And I've hit her with that. Boom, 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 boom. Every single time. I lost. And I think that's why I keep going back, but I feel like through all that, it strengthens my faith. It strengthens my arguments. It strengthens my understanding, my view, my discernment. It strengthens it all because now I'm somebody who can tell somebody about what I've learned because y'all might have thought how I thought until y'all talk to this. So if y'all never even talk to these people, you just sitting here with me trying to figure it out and understand it yourself, bruh, I'm telling you, you have to seek people who understand better than you. That's the importance of prophets and why they are warning you of all these false prophets to come. You can't listen to some of these people. They telling you, yes, it's completely fine. Go do this and that and be an abomination and then come in here and preach and stand in the pulpit and do all. No. No. Sorry. That's not how we giving it up over here. Not at all. Knock it off. Come on,
Knock
man.
it off.
We're not giving it up like that. But man, God is so important, man. And I just wish everybody, I really like I said, if you don't believe, that's a belief. You actually are somebody who believes that the Big Bang, something just said boom and created a perfect world that has complete and total function. You might as well look at your phone right now and say, boom, an iPhone just dropped. It can text, call, connect it to a network. It's just random. Gotcha. Idiot. Gotcha. No God? Okay, cool. We came from monkeys. Gotcha, bro. Gotcha. Anybody who tell you that, bro, you gotta understand they are gotta be the least hopeful. Like, I feel like they the type of people who wide open, throw them the ball, fourth quarter, game winner. They won't even shoot it. They won't even get the shot off. They'll try to pass it. They'll blame somebody. Like, bro, you ain't got no faith. You ain't got no hope. You don't know what could happen, what can't happen. All you want to go by is no God. There's no God. We're just here, then we die. I mean, what sense would that make? Is there anything on earth that is here and just dies without purpose? A plant, an animal, an herb, what? A cloud? Does a cloud just appear with no purpose? Does water have no purpose? Does fire have no purpose? Do these sunglasses have no purpose? That's what I'm saying, man. I don't understand how you can believe or why you even believe that. I don't know what happened to you in your life that made you believe that nothing out there exists, that nothing is real. Y'all believe in dinosaurs and aliens and have never seen one. That's a stretch. I've seen God work throughout other people. I've seen it. It works. It's real. Some history backs this stuff up. That Jesus was real. What are y'all talking about? It really scares me how people think sometimes, like, that's what you really believe, bro? You believe in nothing? But that leads me to your morals. If you don't believe in nothing, you don't believe in karma, you don't believe it, then why would I can't be too close to you. I don't want you making my decisions. I can't be led by you. You have no principles, no values, no morals. And maybe you do in some of them. Maybe I'm just talking crazy. Tell me shut up, Ronnie. But for the most part, bruh, no. No, I look at relationships where the man don't believe in God. And when I tell you, from the attitude, from the aura, to the situation, to the friends, to the network, it's all bad. It's all bad. It's all, you don't believe in God? Like, okay. That's why I say I don't even, listen, I'm cordial with people who don't believe in God, but I won't be around too long. We ain't got too much to talk about. We don't. You don't believe that your body is your temple, so more than likely, who knows? If you're an atheist, you probably out of shape. I want to see the statistics of people who don't believe in God and how obese they are, or how out of shape they are, how happy they are with life. How happy are you with life that you don't believe in God, that you just believe all this is random? How do you wake up, go to sleep, and just exist in this world? Are you a jolly, uplifting, caring person? Are you a narcissist, an a-hole, kind of lame, always negative? Who are you? That's a life without faith. That's life without purpose. Who wants to live a life with no purpose? Who wants to believe they are on this earth and have zero purpose? And then better yet, who would want to follow that guy? Who wants to be friends with that guy? Who believes anything that guy says, does, whatever? Who cares? Who wants to live life your way? Yeah, I understand, man. Hey, I get it, guys. Sinning is fun, right? It's so fun. I get it. I've been there. I've done that. Still gonna sin some more. But I'm gonna try to do my best to be the best I can be. And that's the difference between the atheist and the believer. Then you see all these guys deny God their whole life till they get on their deathbed, and then they want to turn their life over to God, man. And he'll take it. Because all the people will know that you did believe in God in the end. But what he should have said is, nah. Hey, I'll hit up Lucifer for you though, bro. I'll buy you I get you an Uber to hell real quick. Yeah, you can show up to the gates. I'll get you, we actually sponsor the Greyhound. Yeah, just take this ticket, go sit on that bus over there and drink a lot of water. You know what I mean? Yeah, we also sell fans on a bus. If you stop, yeah. Just ask them for a fan. You're gonna need a fan, dog. Come on, man. Come on. That's it, man. That's God. That's life, man. But we ain't gonna play with it no more. I really do love y'all. And the creative player of the week was my mom, and she earned it. She deserved it. That's how we giving it up. But we're gonna keep diving into this. We're gonna keep talking about this. This is not the last one. This is the first of many, probably the second. But yes, today's area of improvement is spiritual well-being. And we didn't even get into the spiritual versus religious talk, because I would like to have some of this stuff I kept off because I want to bring up with somebody else, people who might be, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I want. So we'll see then. But until then, like I said, I love y'all, and I hope that y'all subscribe up, man. This is gonna be a good one, and the clips are coming. But go cop some merch. Please cop a hat. If y'all don't cop nothing else, please cop a hat. $25, $30. I get like $3 off of that. I just want to see folks with it, man. But till next time, episode 56.
Took the roof off, no ceilings, gotta know. Took my heart out, no feelings, gotta know. Took the brakes off, no limits. Now I got the ball, I'ma travel, no pivot. Listen, tell me how you feel, cause I ain't got forever. Pick a side, run with God or hide with the devil. No example how to live.